it's just like, no, just nobody can come. That we won't even want us here. That's not usually what black folks do. So
Yeah, I don't think no one will ever like question that if it was like someone different. Like the lot like to put anyone on the spot. Like if there was something that was like more Oriental or Asian, I don't think many white people would be like, "Is this only for Asian people?
yeah,
Can I
they,
choose?"
yeah, they
Like
show up
no,
all the time.
Like
like
with black artists, we been put to the side for so long. We ain't trying to do that to nobody else.
Yeah,
yeah,
for
I
everybody else.
when you think of like most cons and like especially going way back when they started getting popular with comics and stuff, you didn't see many black characters, but
Mm-hmm.
black people still enjoyed it and went and would cosplay as the character.
Exactly. And that
So
and go ahead.
so I was like we never was like, is this only for white people? Like, 'cause I don't see any black people, and we had to go for that for years. So I don't think no one should be hurt when we make something and we title it with black, because like we gotta acknowledge that like most of the people we inviting to have tables or like show their stuff off is mostly probably gonna be black, but we're not excluding people from it.
I
So
think we would love for the majority to be black if we making it for black artists to show off their work, but
yeah.
that's hard in itself. Trying to get black people together. I don't know, like, how did it work for you, Matthew? Because I know you just had your con, and I
Yeah,
know
I
we
know you
wasn't
can't
able
do
to
it.
come, but I think it was a good turnout, right?
Yeah, for the most part, it was a good turnout. We'll probably do better next year. Next year because we'll be back next year. But it it wasn't as bad. And then I got like a bunch of like last minute stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
next year I think it'll be a lot better. And then stuff like BlurredCon, you can find more people. And then even stuff like then DreamCon, which I gotta get ready. I gotta do some running around today with that. Before I go down to Austin. There's a lot of black people that come from all over the place down there. So I think here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Speak your mind, brother. Speak your mind.
Here's the thing. Black folks got a thing where we don't want to. A lot of us don't want to step out. Like a lot of us don't want to step out on something unless and this is for everybody. A lot of this is for everybody. It's basically a thing where they don't want you until you don't need them. And so it's a thing where black folks would be like even I'll use my convention for example, because DreamCon they always had a lot more of a following because I think they started in like 2019. They had a lot more of a following, so they were able to do a lot more. And then the second year it was actually a little bit smaller in comparison, but it was still good. And then BlurredCon, I have my reservations about that place because the things I've heard. So I'm not. I don't know what exactly is going on with that one. So I'm gonna just leave that where that's at. It's almost like a Oreo type thing. Like it's black on the outside, but it's white on the inside. it's like okay, I don't know what's going on with that. So with mine, I can say that it's a thing where the way I promoted it, the way I did it. I know the first year it was all cool and whatever, but a lot of people were still kind of like, yeah, we ain't worried about it, we ain't this and that and stuff. But then give it a second year, I guess some more, third, fourth year, then it'll be, hey, back, let's go do it. We can come to it. We got to be there. And it's understandable because that's part of the business, and I ain't mad at nobody. But a lot of folks want to make sure that you are able to put on the way you say you are, and then they'll hop out. When you're like, I already got a bunch of people and I was trying to get you to come through in the first and second one, but you didn't want to. So I think and especially with black folks will wait. They'll stand around and be like, well, if nobody else don't make it cool, or somebody, if it's either if a bunch of black people don't make it cool, and that's years on end after you don't need them. When it's like, I would have needed y'all help from the start. Or white people got to co-sign it. If white people co-sign it, then black folks would be like, oh, I got to be there. So it's one of them things. So it's like I can't really call it, but I do know that black people will support what's going on. It just might take some time, man, unless you got some real money behind it or some white folks co-sign it. But also, I'm saying this, but it's also a thing across the board where people won't co-sign a lot of what you do. But I run into that a lot with what I'm doing. It's like I'll reach out to folks and they'll ignore, or they'll say, no, we don't really support that, or that's not what we're trying to do. But then after I get something done, then it's like, hey, we'd like to work with you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So y'all seen that I made some stuff happen. Now you want to do it. So I don't know. I don't think it's this disease that's exclusive to black folks, but there are some things that we do that's just a little goofy.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah. So like DreamCon, do you see that like as almost like a black indie like setting?
Yeah, definitely. Them, but like they made DreamCon. Like I don't know what it'll be in the next couple of years, but even like when you look at their numbers, like most of it is like 70% or more is black attendees and like black guests. I mean, as far as like black vendors and stuff, 70% or more are black attendees and like black vendors. So that's wild. And this is black folks from all over the place. And there's other people that it's not like, again, even if we doing something, black people it's not we gonna not have nobody else. I had white folks at my convention too in North Carolina that wanted to come through, and I always will. You know what I'm saying? But I do when you come there, just know that it is going to have black cultural stuff that's relevant to our culture. I ain't gonna kick you out or say you can't be there and nothing like that. It's nothing like that.
It's going
you
down.
Can always come through. You can be a vendor. You can be a vendor. You can attend it. All of that stuff. But just know that it's gonna have, you're gonna get some black culture while you up in here and stuff too.
And
go ahead.
It's amazing but we do have a lot of other cultures want to experience black culture, but people try to make it so taboo. Like, we need to make this a norm. Like, y'all might want to get used to this. Like,
yeah. It was like from the music, from the food,
how
we interact with each other, like all that. And that's what they've been able to do at DreamCon. Like that one is what they've been, because they like BlurredCon is, like I said, okay. But I feel like at DreamCon, they really, being that the people that's putting it on, they've really been able to encapsulate that with everything that's going on. So, and there's a bunch of other black ones that I've been to, like Black Comics Day is one of my favorite ones that Keith and Joan puts on in Southern California. I love his convention. And then Motor City Black Age of Comics, in Motor City Comic-Con Black Age of Comics. I'm probably saying it wrong. That my man Andre Batts puts on in Detroit. That one was a cool one too. So there's a bunch of black conventions, and black people come together and work and be constructive together and be positive, and we all act like we got sense. The vendors that act like they got sense. Everybody is cool. So it's not a thing where it's just that mass. It's that critical mass of black folks. It got to be a thing where either somebody else is co-signing it, is it from another culture is co-signing it, or it's to the point where they're gonna stand back and watch. Because DreamCon, the first year was cool. Second year, it was bigger, and then COVID happened, and then that third year in 2021, I believe it was, is when it went crazy. And then last year, so because I've been there every year except for the first one. So the second one was light. It was still a bunch of people, but it was light. And then that third one, it was crazy. How many people were there? And then last year was a bunch of people too. And then we'll see how it go this year. So I'll see that Friday.
So, all right, I think I remember you saying that you thought about like maybe making black indie creators more of a thing for your cons. And I know like that's probably obvious thing though, like because like we were talking earlier, like how many you are like black creators you already had at your con, so that's like big right there.
Yeah, what I wanted to do, I wanted to see about doing some more like awards and stuff like that for like black indie creators, um black indie creators and all that type of stuff. I wanted to give more awards out, and hopefully I'll probably announce it after this other StableCon that I do. So I'll see about that, and I just want to do like my own like awards thing, and maybe put some money behind it, show folks that I actually care about it and everything, and just show some love to indie folks and everything.
All right, this sounds great, man. Like before we wrap this up, though, is there anything that you working on recently right now, new?
We're finishing up Void Beast chapter 5 and the one shot, the Pride that comes with it. We're finishing that up, and then I recently I'm probably gonna do another Kickstarter in the next a month or a couple of weeks, but this one ain't gonna be too big. For my animanga, my little animation for Extraordinary Messiah, we finally finished that, and then we're gonna have a whole like it's almost gonna be like a whole 30-minute episode for that, and we're gonna get that out, and I'm probably gonna do a Kickstarter for that, something small, just for the people that really want to see it and hop on it. We can make that happen, and then just keep it rolling from there. So that'll be that, and then we're getting everything ready for SableCon out here in Milwaukee on October 28th. And if there's any vendors, anybody that want to get on out here, let me know so we can do that. And then we'll be looking for some other locations and dates for next year. Hopefully we can get some of these. I'm just looking into it now, but we'll have to see. So that's what's going on right now.
Well, just speaking on behalf of Black Sword, I know my brother is he's right like got history and he's working on it, and we're planning on doing like some kind of like short motion animations, and we're looking for voice actors. We got like 2, I would say honestly right now. Oh, hey Lizzo, you want to speak more on your project?
Oh yeah, sure, man. I don't know why, but I keep getting like stuff keep happening.
Yeah,
Having the biggest issues over here. But anyway, yo, I am the creator of Divine Grace, the Disciple, which I am planning on it coming like publishing it before the end of this year or before like October or whatever. And I have more stuff that's coming out, but that's the main thing I'm working on right now. You're gonna be seeing plenty of artwork. I even got this like puppet show playing. It's a digital puppet show, like with like kind of like paper looking cartooning that I'm working on also, which I don't know how long that's gonna take, but I'm working out buzz right now, and I'm planning on having some fun with it. Like Richard mentioned, I'm gonna try to use some of the voice actors with that, so it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm working on what I planned, like short stories, and one of the short stories is called Critical. Um, I can't wait to show people about it. I'm gonna try to make some trailers for it, and keep people updated, like with how it's going, because I'm drawing the panels. Started like last night, so that's one thing. And I'm also one of my short stories is gonna be a horror base, so I'm working on that. I gave a little teaser of it on TikTok a few days ago. People seem to be interested, so hopefully that grow. And one of my short stories, I'm actually gonna try to do more of like animated, like motion comic like wise. I don't know how to phrase it, so that's the best way. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. But
yeah.
go
Sorry
ahead.
to cut y'all. Also, I'm open for commissions too. So anyone that listen to this and they want some artist help, yo, just look me up, Lenzo Graham, aka the artist.
And I know I think your Kickstarter in it, or is it still going, Matthew?
Oh yeah, Void Beast Chapter 5 that ended. The next
Oh.
one coming up, like I said, it should be in the next month and a half or so, maybe even 2 months. For it'll be, like I said, a small one for my animation for the Extraordinary Messiah. We have one episode. We're gonna see how that works, see if people want it. If we can do that, we can do some other stuff, but I'll probably bring that out. It'll be all digital, rewards, books, all that type of stuff, but you get the full 30-minute episode and everything.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Matthew, I'm interested.
Yeah, I've been sharing stuff for it because I got the whole thing now, and we got to get the voices and stuff done. So I'm gonna put that out, and hopefully people will see. We'll have a whole a little trailer with it, with voice and sound and everything, and sound effects and everything. So we'll get that out to folks.
So I know everyone got like stuff they got to handle for the rest of the day. So we're gonna end it here, and we appreciate anyone that's listening, and any information that's about future Kickstarters and stuff, I will be putting in the description below. And thank y'all for listening once again. And this been Richard, Lenzo, and Matthew. We're signing out. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.